isn't really the person for that. Archangel, I think it's Gabriel, which is the communication archangel. So, and what she taught me is you don't have to pray to all of them. First you pray to God, and then if you need a little extra help, you ask the archangel, and you also ask your guides and your guides and your angels and guardian angel, okay, for help. So I think she has like 7 to 10 books written. So P.S. That was a long way of saying that, but that's how she did it, because she was like totally like, how am I going to do that? And I've had that so many times in my life where I said, how am I going to do this? You know, like I was in college, I was living in an apartment with my mom. You know, my parents were divorced since I'm 7, 8, and I'm living in an apartment with my mom and my sister Susan. And then my mom dies, and I'm a sophomore in college, and Susan's a junior in college. And I just wanted to be a teacher. I want to be a teacher. And my mom dies. I'm 19. And there was nobody to pay the rent. There was nobody to help us buy food. I was working part-time on the weekends, going to school all week. And I had to use what little money I had in the bank to pay the rent for a couple of months. And then I was saving up to move out. And I put my money under my mattress, and our apartment was broken into. Okay, my money was stolen, and so I had to start all over again and save up. Okay, but anyhow, I said to many people said, just quit school and work full time. Too bad, you know, like what are you gonna do? You don't have anywhere to live, or any money, so now you can't go to school and have your dream of your job, of your being teacher job. And something told me, no, don't do that. And there were close people in my family telling me, quit school, okay? And maybe a few people saying, you know, I had some friends back then that said, maybe you can come live with me. And I wanted to make it on my own. So I just asked God, please help me to finish school. And I definitely felt, I mean, I slept on a lot of couches. I lived in my brother's apartment. At first I lived in my own apartment for 3 months, then I had no money left to pay the rent, and my brother had to pick me up, and I had to move in his apartment in his little extra room that he had. And then he got married, and his wife at that time didn't want me there, so I had to move out again, and I was all over the place. So, but the point is, I made it through, and I graduated earlier than my friends, so that I could, you know, look for a job and get a job and support myself. Anyhow, before age 21. So, and I did it, but it wasn't by myself. It was through the help of people that helped me, loved me. I even lived with my father for a couple of months, maybe 2 months, but that wasn't a good situation. But I'm glad I did it, because we were able to get a little bit closer, because I hadn't been living with him since I was 7 or 8, you know. And then when I moved with him, I was 19, he was treating me as if I was 7 or 8. Okay, anyhow, it's another story. But with God, all things are possible. So let's talk about the angels now. I'm sorry for going into a whole big spiel. Let me just read this generalized one first. Okay. No, actually, I'm not going to read that first, because that is like in the middle of everything. So, first archangel that's the most popular, that almost everybody knows, I'm sure everybody knows, Archangel Michael. He's the leader. Archangels were healers. The 7 main ones are Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel. The 3rd one is Archangel Ariel. 4th one is Archangel Azrael. 5th one is Archangel Raphael. 6th one is Archangel Jophiel. And the 7th one is Archangel Shamu. Okay, sorry if I'm saying it incorrectly, but I'm just about to give you some information, okay? Archangel Michael is the leader. He's the warrior. He's for justice. That's why I always tell people when a child or a person is missing or murdered and you're trying to find their murderer, you're trying to get justice, Archangel Michael is the warrior that you need to pray to, okay? So Archangel Michael is the leader for God. God gave all these angels their power, okay? And just like God gave us our guardian angel that comes in the world with us and goes out and helps us throughout our whole life, if you ask them and you say, I'm open and receptive to receiving help from my archangel, from my guardian angel, from my spirit guides, or any general angel that might stop by, okay? So, justice. He's also the Archangel of Mercy, okay? Protection, all right? You're driving down an alley or walking down an alley and it's dark and you're really afraid somebody's gonna attack you, jump you, mug you, kill you, okay? You ask Archangel Michael for protection. You ask God as well, but say, Archangel Michael, please protect me, okay? You won't see it, but there'll be protection that comes around you. Say his name 3 times, okay? And Archangel Michael only says 4 words. The Lord rebuke you. The Lord rebuke you, okay? I don't try to pretend that I know the Bible, back to back, cover to the back cover, because I don't, okay? I did grow up Catholic. I did go to CCD, but I went to public school and I went to CCD and, communion and confirmation and got married in the Catholic Church the first time, okay? But anyhow, I feel I'm more spiritual and I don't know, the catechism rules, besides like, the general ones, commandments and things like that. But the reason why he said the Lord rebuke you is because when Lucifer, who was a fallen angel, was first like trying to mess up and get powerful and try to take away the power from God and let everybody be ruled by him instead of God, God called out for Archangel Michael, and Archangel Michael went and did a Rambo job and said the Lord rebukes you. And that's what you're supposed to say when you see evil or feel evil around you, or maybe there's an entity that's in your home. You say those 4 words. Anyhow, so when you're fearful, you call for Archangel Michael. Also, the words that's associated with him is ruling chief. He's the ruling chief of archangels. Also, he who is as God. He who is as God. I don't know. I got it from the videos. I took notes. Okay, so sometimes I'm trying to write fast and it doesn't make sense. All right, so he's for safety. Your life purpose. A lot of times we're like, I don't know I hate my job. I hate my part-time job. I hate my full-time job. Or I hate that I don't have any job. And I don't know what I like to do. You ask Archangel, please tell me what my life purpose is. Okay. Anything with safety where you're concerned about your safety or your fear. He doesn't want you to be in fear. Archangel Michael does not want you to be in fear. So he will help you have the courage and give you direction and self-worth and self-esteem. He's protection, justice, afraid. If you're afraid or confused or have doubt on where you're supposed to go with your life, what your life mission is, okay, you ask for Archangel Michael and he will be there. Okay, so the next angel is Archangel Gabriel, and he was considered the strength of God. Okay, he was guiding the wise men. Remember, he was the one that guided them to get to where Jesus was born with Mary and Joseph. So he guided them with the star and everything. Okay. Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel, was the one who appeared and spoke to Mary and said, you will get pregnant, but it's God's baby. Okay, but Joseph will be the father on earth, but the father is really God, and you will name him Jesus. Okay, so he's considered, Archangel Gabriel is the holy messenger of God. God is my strength. Okay, that's what his name means, I think. So he told Mary about Jesus and the birth that was coming, and for a 16-year-old girl that was virgin, that was really scary news. Okay, you're about to give birth, you're going to give birth by God's child. Okay, and everybody's going to think that, you know, you got pregnant and you were a bad girl. And she knew this, and he said, but don't worry, we will protect you and everything will be okay. Okay, so Gabriel is the Archangel of communication. Okay, the gift of gab. All right, he is good for journalists, writers, artists, teachers, and anybody who wants to find motivation to write, anybody who wants to find motivation to communicate what they need to communicate and express themselves. He takes away, I love this part, I couldn't believe this, I was like, I gotta start praying more to Archangel Gabriel. He takes away the procrastination that all writers and creative people have, because we communicate through our creativity, and sometimes, a lot of times, artists and writers get writer's block. I've had that. Okay, you get painter's block. I've had that too, where I just like, I'm not inspired to do anything, or have something I want to say or do, and I don't know, I feel like I just can't do it. I think of a million other things to do. Okay, so he's very good to help you with confidence, and he's also the Archangel of Children, everything to do with children. Look what he did to Mary. He told her about the impending birth, the child of God that she'd be giving birth to, and that everything will work out, that Joseph was going to step up and help protect her as well. And he's in charge of all children, rearing of children, so that's why teachers should pray to, and parents, Archangel Gabriel. Okay. The third, let me just see if there's anything on the other page, and let me see if there's anything on this page. I have so many notes. Okay. I think I'm done with Gabriel. Let's see. Okay, sorry. Okay, so we are up to, I hope you have a pen if you wanted to write some things down. You could always stop the tape, and this is the second tape, so you can always stop it. I feel dizzy right now, so I'm not trying to just procrastinate. I just feel a little dizzy, and I realized I probably should have brought water out here instead of coffee. Okay. All right, everything's fine. Everything will be all right. I have plenty of water. I could just jump into the pool over there. Okay. Almost done. All right. I blew them. Everything, all the ashes went everywhere. Okay, sorry. All right, sorry, not sorry. All right, so here we go. Oh, and I'm standing for a while, so that's why. All right, so Gabriel, I just finished with him. And next up, number 3 is Archangel Raphael. You probably never hear about him, okay? I'm about to tell you. Okay, Archangel Raphael is a healer, and he is the healer of healers, okay? So if you're a psychic out there, or you're a Reiki healer, or any kind of physical healer, doctor, nurse, anything in medical, or spiritual, we need to talk to Archangel Raphael, okay? So he's a healer. He's called God's doctor. God's doctor, all right? He heals anything to do with addictions, cravings, takes away the cravings, injuries, okay? Could be just an injury, even emotional, a physical injury, like you hurt your knee, or you threw the old hip out, or you broke your arm, okay? And what happens is, if you pray to him, he can make the healing faster, okay? But you have to believe. You have to believe it, and you have to be thankful. After you say the prayer, just be thankful. Light a little candle. Just know, have a knowing that Archangel Raphael is the ultimate healer, because he's God's doctor. If you ever wanted to know who's God's doctor? God should be able to heal himself, because he's God, okay? No, God has archangels helping him, just like we have angels. All right, so he's good for injuries. He's bringing harmony, balance. If there's like a lot of in your social life, in your home life, and in your job, if there's like a lot of disharmony, a lot of up and down and fighting, yelling, people don't understand you, ask Archangel Raphael to bring more harmony to your world, and balance and peace in the world. We need to pray. You could pray to any angel for peace, but if it's just like nations aren't getting along, or even people in your home, people at your job aren't getting along, pray to Archangel Raphael. Very good for cravings, people who are trying to lose weight, people who are trying not to drink. Hey, I went 5 days without drinking. Isn't that pretty good? Wait, was it 5 days or 4 days? Whatever. Okay, so he's for peace in the world. He's the healer that heals healers and helps healers. And anything else? Physical or emotional. And he's also the Archangel of traveling. I didn't know that, okay? So if you're going on a trip, all those trips I went on, I should have been praying to Archangel Raphael, but I prayed to God. Okay. Yeah, I think that's all on him. Okay, so good. We're doing good. Number 4. 4 is Archangel Azrael. Such a pretty name. Pretty sure that one is represented by a woman, I think. But let me just tell you something in the interim. They don't really like to be known as male or female. They just give us, like Archangel Michael presents as a male. But angels and archangels aren't really, they don't have, like, sexual reproductive organs. So, but they just present, because all of us are both male and female, right? The yin and the yang side, the masculine, divine masculine, and the divine feminine. So think of it that way. But sometimes they present as more feminine energy or more male energy. Okay, so Azrael, I'm pretty sure, is the feminine, more of the feminine energy, and she is. And now I could be wrong. So the disclaimer. I might be incorrect. I'm learning too, okay? And that's kind of why I didn't feel confident enough to do it when they kept saying, do angels, more angel stuff, okay? Tell them about the angels, and especially archangels. And you're a teacher. You could do it. Do your research and write it down and then do it. Boom. Okay? I'm trying. So if I have something incorrect, just put it in the comments, and I will definitely read my comments and make note of it. So Archangel Azrael is the spiritual counselor. Anything to do with death and a newborn, guides the soul during death. Okay? When we leave the world, Archangel Asriel helps your soul leave your body and go make the transition to wherever you need to go. Okay, into the galaxy, do your life review, and figure out where you're gonna go. Okay. So Archangel Azrael is there, and our loved ones when they're getting ready to die. Some people call them the angel of death, Azrael, the angel of death. Okay, but on a positive note of Azrael, okay, yeah, meets the dead souls to cross over, helps make the transition for the dead souls to transition over, and takes care of your loved ones. More importantly, takes care of your loved ones who are left behind and are depressed and feel like, you know what, my loved one died. Maybe it was your child, maybe it was your spouse, maybe it was your significant other, maybe it was your parent, and you just feel like you can't get over it, and you're like, forget it, I'm not doing this life thing. I'm gonna take myself out. Whether I do it slowly, like drinking, over drugging, just going into depression, or whether you do it quickly, like jump off a bridge or try to kill yourself. Archangel Azrael is around you to protect you because your soul is not ready to leave. Your mission is not done. Okay, think about Lorna, wanted to stay with her baby when she died and liked heaven. But the angel said, no, you can't come here right now. God said, no, you have a mission to complete. Your contract is not complete. Okay, so Archangel Azrael, the angel of death, helps us with those two things. Okay, so in essence, we are never alone. Okay, we think we're alone. We could be sitting alone in our house or our apartment, or feeling alone at our job, whatever it is. But we are not alone. All we have to do is make some prayers. Ask your angels to help you. Say you feel depressed or down. Ask God to send you an angel to help you. And your guardian angel is always there. Okay? And I'll talk about that. Let me just finish with all of these. Okay, now we are up to, I didn't do Raphael, did I? Yeah, I did Raphael. Okay. Okay, peace, harmony. Okay, Archangel Jophiel. And I think this is a feminine one too. It says she represent, you'll know when Archangel Jophiel, that's Jophiel. I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. When I do the cards, I never know if I'm saying it correctly, okay? So if I'm not, please forgive me. And please correct me, and I'll try to correct myself. So Archangel Jophiel, when she's around you, she presents a flower. Flowers come to you, whether it's all of a sudden you see a flower commercial about flowers, you're walking along and everything's drab, and then all of a sudden a flower is right in front of you, like out of the grass in front of you, just like a feather would be, or somebody brings you flowers, or somebody draws a picture and it's of a flower. And it's something to do with flowers or nature. It's Archangel Jophiel is around you, okay? Her message is appreciate the beauty. You're feeling too negative, you're not looking at, you could be poor, right? You not have a lot of money. But you have a teapot or a coffee pot to make that coffee or tea, and you have like something that you're going to be able to make for dinner, and you have a roof over your head in your little apartment, or somebody's letting you stay with you. Like I lived on people's couches for a while, and until I can, graduate and stuff. Look at that. Look at the beauty. And you could sit out on a bench and not really have, a nice house to go to or an apartment to go to, but you could sit on a bench and enjoy the trees, and or just know that you have that one best friend that you can call and they will help you, or you have your parents or still alive. Okay, some people don't have that. Or you have a beautiful animal. You have that cat to go home to and take care of, or you have dogs or a dog, okay, or you have a rabbit, whatever it is. Archangel Jophiel wants you to appreciate the goodness in life, in nature, things that you do have, but especially nature, okay? That's always there for you, okay? So appreciate the good, appreciate the beauty in the world, the good people in the world too, and bring the negative vibes up to positive vibes, because you don't get anything good when you're being negative and down. You get something good when you're trying to manifest and you're trying to appreciate, or you're just saying, you know what, I'm going to appreciate, I got a pool room to do my readings in, okay? I got a pool room, and I got a big pool that I hardly go in, okay? But I have this room, and it's a nice room, and I have a voice, and I have a camera, and I have a tripod, and some candle and sage, okay? So, Archangel Jophiel will present you with flowers or something to do with nature, and know that she is around, and she wants you to bring your vibe up. She wants you to be more positive and think about something good that you appreciate, even if it's just that flower, because God gave you that flower. Okay? And if you walk outside and there's a whole bunch of grass around and no flowers, appreciate the grass. If you walk down your street and there's only 3 trees, or there's just 1 tree, appreciate that tree. Look at the sky, okay, and the way the clouds are, and just breathe, okay. So, the last one is, I'm just trying to make sure I read everything. Archangel number 7 is Archangel Shamu. Okay, again, I don't know if I'm saying it right. Shamu, which I think shows as an more masculine. And what that means is he who sees God. He who sees God. Okay, and he brings peace. If there's fights and adversity, like a lot of people say, what was going on in the 60s is kind of going on now in some ways, shape, or form. There's a lot of adversity, there's a lot of unevenness. So Archangel Shamu is a very good person, archangel to call for that, to restore peace when there's a lot of fighting going on, to also for anything lost. And I didn't know this either. If you lost something in your house, or even lost a relationship or a friendship, you're supposed to pray to Archangel Shamu, okay? He helps you find things. He helps you restore relationships. If there's a lot of arguments or dis-ease in relationships around you, you have to look within yourself. What am I doing to have all these breakups? Or what am I doing? Not to say that you're supposed to blame yourself, but you have to say, what am I repeating? What path am I repeating? Am I going on? Like if you always go on, there's a fork in the road, and you always choose the left-hand side, and you always have breakups and bad things happen to you on path A, then when you get to that, finish with that breakup, you should try a different path, okay? So correct something in you that's making you go down that same path. And also, if there's something like you had a fight with somebody, but you used to get along, you used to love them, they used to love you, or just with really good friends, you're supposed to pray to Archangel Shamu, because he helps you restore relationships that are supposed to be restored. Okay. Oh, I didn't do Archangel Ariel. Okay, sorry about that. So that was number 6. Yeah. So Archangel Ariel is the last one, okay? And Archangel Ariel is about all the plants and creations and creatures, animals. I'm just saying she. Ariel, yeah, Ariel's a feminine name. Who knows? Okay, so Archangel Ariel maintains the mountains and nature, everything to do with the 4 elements of life, which is earth, wind, fire, and water. Everything to do with the planets, the sun and the moon and the stars, and the universe. Archangel Ariel, protects the environment. So if you are a scientist, or you are somebody that cares about the animals and the fish and the trees and nature, and you see a lot of problems and the weather is hurting, anything to do with the weather, Archangel Ariel is the angel to ask for help. Okay, Archangel Ariel kind of works in tandem with Archangel Raphael. Okay, in that, she also helps if you need shelter, your basic needs, which are shelter, food, clothing, and supplies, water. So Archangel Ariel and Raphael are the 2 archangels to help you, say you become homeless, or you can't find your home burns down, or your home gets flooded. Those are the 2 angels to pray to, Archangel Ariel, Archangel Raphael, for your basic needs, shelter, food, water, money, supplies. The creator of the universe is Archangel Ariel. She takes, I'm sorry, not the creator. God's the creator. Okay. I can't read my writing. The order of the universe. Okay. All right. I think I did it all. Yeah, so she's also Archangel Ariel. The other thing that she's associated with is she's called the Lion of God. So what does a lion do? A lion protects, right? So she's the Lion of God.